Hey YouTube, it's Erin, and I am the Handbag Housewife, and I'm back again with another video. You may notice I am back in my closet. I did a video for you while I was away on spring break, and I posted that Friday, and we ended up getting back yesterday afternoon, and today is Sunday. So I arrived yesterday just in time to run to FedEx and UPS and pick up some packages that I had been expecting over our vacation. So I have two unboxings right there, and then I've got this unboxing right here. And I've been doing a lot of swapping stuff out of my closet that I'm not using as much to get these new things. And this one in particular, I pretty much did a trade. I sold one of the bags like this to one of my lovely subscribers who I also consider a friend. And so I have this one, and I'll show you why. Looking down, I see that I left my darn ceramic knife in the other room. So once again, I have to use scissors, but I think I can just use scissors for a little bit and then just rip the sucker open. Let's do that. This item is from Bloomingdale's, and unlike usual, they put some paper in with it and they send it in a box, which is fantastic. And you would have already seen in the thumbnail that it is a Coach item. And I've just let you know that it is not only a Coach item, but it is a Coach item that I already have in a different color. I do love multiples, but let's see what color I got, and then let's have some fun with straps. Because the reason I got this bag is because of the straps it has, as well as the straps that I already have. Look at that. Bam. She is beautiful. So this is the Ivory Soft Tabby, and I had earned some rewards through purchases at Bloomingdale's. So I had $100 off, and then they price matched 24S's sale price on this bag. I think 24S had it 30% off, and then I got another $100 off. So I paid around $224 for this beautiful Ivory Soft Tabby by Coach. Let me get my spectacles on so I can look her over before I unwrap her all the way. So just looking, I am not seeing any issues at all. The part down here is a little bit wonky, which I wasn't expecting, but I think the flap pretty well covers all of that, so it may be okay. Actually, looking at this, I don't think that that's okay. I think that they sewed this with too much leather right there and didn't pull it taut like it should have been, because this bag is fully stuffed, and I don't think it should look like that. So I am bummed out. I'm going to contact Bloomingdale's and set up an exchange, because I really want this bag, and then I will come back to you and finish this video once I have the new bag. Okay, so I know I said I was going to just put the Coach thing in the video next time, but I'm going to go ahead and include it this time. I just was able to reorder a new one through Bloomingdale's, and for the hassle, since the first soft tabby they sent me was actually a tote bag, and the second soft tabby they sent me was wrinkled on the bottom like that. And I sent them pictures of that so they could see what I was talking about. They went ahead and I had to repurchase the bag because they couldn't do an exchange again, but they're letting me return this one, of course, for a full refund. And because I used a $100 Bloomingdale's reward card for that, I'll get $100 back. And then they price adjusted the replacement down to what I paid after the reward card. So basically I'm getting $100 extra out of the deal once that refund goes through. So I'm super happy with that. I hope that the next one comes okay. Sometimes with Coach, you have to kiss a few frogs to get a good one. And I've run into that with the Pillow Tabby, and not so much the Soft Tabby, but I'm definitely not as happy with this one as I could be. I did also have an issue with the taupe color. It was much the same thing. It was just the way they pulled the leather together under the clasp on the front left a permanent wrinkle that wouldn't smooth out. And I feel like that's what happened underneath that flap, is that it was just permanently going to stay that way. Even if I steamed it or whatever, it just had too much leather to straighten it out, because you couldn't smooth it flat with your hand. So I'm excited to get the new one. I'll unbox that with you next week sometime, or I guess this week sometime, because it is Sunday. But I thought I would give you a Valentino unboxing instead, so here you go. Today's video is going to be an unboxing video. Yay! I'm going to slow down soon, I think, but Rebag and Vestiaire Collective and Fashion File have been having such fabulous deals. I just can't help myself. I started with Rebag, and honestly, I think that their rating system is the best out of any rating system that I've seen. They have bags that are listed in great condition, which is the third tier. There's first pristine, then excellent, then great. And the great condition bags that I have gotten from them have been in like new condition. And so I am super excited about that platform more than any of the platforms that I have previously shopped on. And I put my link down in the description box. It's not an affiliate link, but if you sign up under my link, you'll get 10% off, and I'll get a little bonus for that for sending you there. This bag, however, came from Vestiaire Collective, and I got it because of some of the other bags I have purchased recently. I was just really curious about this style, and I found a color that I couldn't find anywhere else, at least not in this condition. I think I came across one other one that was this color, but it wasn't in new condition, which supposedly this is in new condition. So let's see what's in the box. This box has a pull tab, which I thought was nice. So I went ahead and removed my label from the front, and it says, "Thanks for helping us make fashion live forever." So the good thing about buying pre-loved or pre-owned is it is better for the environment because there's not so much waste, not so much stuff ending up in the landfills. Although I can't imagine these beautiful bags ending up in the landfills. So here's the bag. Whoops, it's upside down. Actually, I think the bag was right side up. So here's the bag, and no, it is not a Chanel bag. But when I was communicating with the seller, she told me she had lost the dust bag, and if she couldn't find it, she would send it in a Chanel dust bag. Now this dust bag, it's not lined or anything, so I think maybe it's a shoe dust bag, but I'm not sure about that. Regardless, I probably won't use the dust bag anyway because it doesn't match the bag, and that kind of bugs me. However, check out Miss Valentino Rockstud spike bag in the medium size. This bag is stunning. Now, much like with other platforms, they come with a tag attached when you get from Vestiaire Collective, and there are no returns allowed unless there's something that was grossly misrepresented. I have to confess that I've already checked out this bag because I wanted to make sure it was authentic before I did the video. And so I opened it up from the back and then boxed it back up so I could show you how she came. But I did get this bag authenticated with Authenticate First, and she is 100% authentic. Vestiaire Collective, of course, does their own authentications, but I'll link the playlist down below where I had some trouble with Vestiaire Collective. I had basically bought a Marc Jacobs, the tote bag mini in the color Orchid Haze, and they sent me a fake. And so I had to go through a return process with them where they re-authenticated it and determined it was indeed a fake. And that was a hassle. That was kind of a pain in the butt. But luckily, this one is not a fake. And you can see the plate looks amazing. I think there's a couple tiny little hairline scratches here, but that would happen just by sitting on the shelf at Valentino. So that is nothing to indicate that it is a used bag. It has these little tiny rock studs all over it, and when I examined it up close, I didn't really see any scratches on the rock studs. There are no scuffs. The only thing I did notice is there is just a little bit of glue residue in between a couple of the spikes on the top of the handle, and I don't know if I'm going to pick up on that, but the most noticeable spot of glue residue was right there. And I cleaned on it just a little bit with some Coach leather cleaner, and it's almost gone. These bags tend to have glue residue apparently, and so I had a little bit on my pink Valentino as well. I think that's just a normal thing for this brand, as well as I think Amy told me Dior also has been known to have a little bit of that glue residue. It's not in a noticeable place, so that's good. I did have a little pop stitch, like literally right there when I very first opened this. And so I did fix that. I just basically poked the stitch back in to one of the holes, and I put a tiny bit of E6000 glue on to hold that stitch in place. And so it's not noticeable, like I can't tell anymore. You can see that there's one stitch right there instead of two. But is anyone ever going to notice that? No, I think not. I think the bag is worth it. I don't care if it has a couple tiny little imperfections, but I did want to point those out to you just so you know what I look for when I open a new bag. So let's open her up and get out the chains and whatever else may be inside. So she has beautiful like champagne gold chains. On my Roman stud bag, the chains are much darker and more antiqued. Here's my beautiful Roman stud bag in the color Pink Borealis. And I do really like this bag. It is kind of out on a limb for me in terms of the color. If I was able to swap this, I would probably trade it for the Rose Canal, but I think it's such a pretty color for spring that I am definitely going to play with her for a while before I do any swapping out with Rebag or Fashion File for a different color. But this color is just, it's getting totally blown out. This color is absolutely stunning. And I thought if I held them up next to each other, that'd be kind of good so you could see the size comparison. They're both the size medium. Of course, the Roman stud bag is poofier, but I think the interior capacity is going to be pretty similar because a lot of the width that you're seeing is actually the poof on the Roman stud bag. As far as the color of the hardware, you can see that this is almost like a Chanel light gold color. I don't know the official Chanel terminology for their champagne gold, but the color on the Roman stud bag is more of an antiqued yellow gold, and this is almost halfway between a yellow gold and a white gold, which makes it so where she matches pretty much anything. I mean, anything. I would like to get a organizer for this bag to basically spread her out a little bit. I did go ahead and stick a base shaper that I created myself into the bottom of the bag. It's not pretty, but it's definitely functional. You'll see inside here, there is a zippered pocket and it says Valentino right there. Inside of that, I had three things. I've got the Valentino spikes, extra studs in there. And then I have a little card that talks about something regarding to Valentino, and I can't read that, but that came in this little envelope. So when I submitted the information to Authenticate first, I took pictures of everything. Valentino doesn't do much marking on their bags. The only place that says Valentino is right here. Unlike the Roman stud bags, the Valentino Rockstud spike bag does have a lot of glazing. And I'm going to go ahead and take out this base shaper that I put in. If you look here, that's how it is with the base shaper in. And all this is a piece of cardboard or paper, thick paper, and I put packing tape over it. Again, not the prettiest thing, but see what happens when that's gone. That's what I want to prevent. Let me grab a insert to see if I can find something that would fit this bag. This insert from Green Tag Inserts is the one I thought might fit the best. It was designed for my Pillow Madison by Coach, and it has a couple pockets here. So I'm going to go ahead and stick that in this bag and just see if it fits well enough to work for a while, because I do think it needs an insert. And yes, you can see it fits just almost perfectly, really. That's one of the nice things about the Green Tag Inserts is they're a soft, moldable type felt. I did also want to show you that this bag has this long slip pocket on the other side. The leather on the inside of these bags is delicious. Now she has the insert, the base shaper, the stuffing, all inside, and she is looking fabulous now. It's like she put on her shapewear on the inside. So I thought I would try her on. These little spikes, they are a little spiky, but I don't think that I would notice them unless I was wearing something extremely thin. I do have a faceplate guard on the way from Havre Deluxe. Havre, I don't know how to say it, but I'll link them down in the description box. It's a website that I get protectors for my shiny hardware. And I'm going to protect this because I just want to keep it as nice and new looking as possible. I have put those stickers on my Louis Vuitton bags without having any tarnishing or issues because I have removed them to take pictures and then put them back on, and I've had no issues with any tarnish. Now, I'm not going to promise, I'm not an expert on these things, but I've had really good luck with that brand of stickers, which are basically hardware protectors. So that is on the way for this beauty. And let's try her on. I am like so casual. I'm a hot mess. I'm like hot, literally. And I'm wearing joggers, like a Z Supply hoodie. I love Z Supply, as well as a Z Supply t-shirt, all in a khaki green color. So I thought, even though I'm totally casual, that it might look good with this bag. At least it'll show you that you can dress the bag down, right? First option is to just go ahead and carry the bag on the crook of your arm. And I think this is super comfortable. I can't tell you how comfortable these straps are, or the top handle is. The second option would be to take the chain and to double it up and to wear it on the shoulder. This is a perfect size bag to do this, and I'll probably wear it like this most of the time if it's not on the crook of my arm. And actually, wearing it on the crook of the arm, I think I would leave the chains doubled like that so that you just don't have it hanging down quite so far. The third and final option would be to take the strap, and you can adjust where it hooks together and put it crossbody. And on me, I'm 5'8", about 147 pounds, I think, unless I gained some on my ski trip. I think that hits in a perfect place. You can also hook the chain directly to the little loops that clip on the top handle and have it hooked to each side rather than having it running through the circles. And that will make it longer, like a fair amount longer, probably down to here. So that is my beautiful new Rockstud Spike Valentino, and the only color name I could get from the listing on Vestiaire Collective was that it was, I believe, beige. I think of it as a light camel. I think she is stunning. I don't know if I need a whole collection of these, but I think she's stunning, and I am delighted to have her in my collection. I feel like these bags are very blingy and make a statement, but the fact that it's sort of this camel color, the gold studs really blend in. If you go for a darker color, I think that it's a little bit more of a wow factor, unless you do like the black with the black hardware. And then it's definitely more toned down as well. I absolutely love the look of those. But of course, I just got this bag, which is a black on black Saint Laurent Nikki baby bag in the black on black, and she is a stunner. So I don't know that I need to buy another black on black bag anytime soon. You can pick these bags up for an absolute steal on Rebag as well as on Fashion File. And of course, I got this one from Vestiaire Collective. I've seen one on there that I think is so tempting. It's in a green color, and it is just over $1,000. These retail for over $3,000. So you can get fabulous deals, trust me. I would check out Rebag probably first, just because it's coming from within the States. As long as it's not marked down to final sale, you can return it if you're not happy with it. And I think their rating system is amazing. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please give me a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, what are you waiting for? Do it and ring the notification bell so that you are notified of future exciting content such as this. Also, go find me on Instagram. The name there's the same. It's the @, then the Handbag Housewife, all lowercase. You can DM me there, or you can email me at thehandbaghousewife@gmail.com. If I don't hear from you, I will see you again real soon. Take care and have a fabulous day. Bye.